division of Surds, there's a pattern that I want us to look at and see if it can help us to understand this concept. So suppose you're asked to find this question, the answer to this question, square root of 16 divided by square root of 4. Now we know that this will be equal to square root of 16 is 4, square root of 4 is 2, and that will be equal to 2. Suppose this question was rephrased this way. You're asked to find the square root of 16 divided by 4. Do you think we'll end up with the same answer? Let's find out. So what you can do here is to start by finding out what 16 divided by 4 is, which is just 4. And of course the square root of 4 is 2. And you can say that we are actually ending up with the same answers here. Let's try with different numbers. Suppose you have square root of 100 divided by square root of 25. Now square root of 100 is 10. Square root of 25 is 5. 10 divided by 5 is 2. Suppose this question was rephrased this way. Find the square root of 100 divided by 25. That will be equal to, 100 divided by 25 is 4, so this is same as square root of 4, which is 2. So if you look at both of these questions, here and here, you can see that whether you write your question this way or that way, you still end up with the same answer. Same thing here. Whether you write your question that way or that way, you still end up with the same answer. So we can conclude that square root of A divided by square root of B is the same as square root of A divided by B, which is a very, very important result that we shall use later on. Now I'm going to look at some examples here. Here we have square root of 75 divided by square root of 3. We can work this out by just finding the square root of 75 over 3 using the formula that we just seen in the previous page. This will be square root of 25, which is just 5. Now here what you can do is you can try to rewrite this using fractions. So what you're going to have is at the numerator you can have 1 multiplied by square root of 32. It's the same thing, 1 multiplied by anything, it's just that, over 2 multiplied by square root of 2. And now what I'm going to do is to focus on this guy separately. So I'll end up with a half multiplied by square root of 32 over 2, which will give me a half of, now square root 32 divided by 2 will give me 16, so square root of 16. So this is the same as a half multiplied by square root of 16 is 4, and a half of 4 is 2, and that will be my answer. I'll look at another 2 examples. Here you start by rewriting these fractions. So 4 multiplied by square root of 6 over, if you don't have anything, just write 1. 1 multiplied by square root of 24. That's 24. Okay. Now I'll start by focusing on just these guys here. So what I'll end up with is 4 over 1, which is just 4, multiplied by square root of 6 over 24, which is 4 multiplied by, now 6 over 24. 6 goes in 24 4 times, so that is same as a quarter. And square root of a quarter is a half. A half of 4 is 2. In B, I'll do the same thing. Just expand and include those fractions the way I've done in the previous questions. So 3 multiplied by square root of 98 over 2 multiplied by square root of 2, which will give me, now I can start by, putting these numbers together. So I'll end up with 3 over 2 multiplied by square root of 98 over 2, which will give me 3 over 2 multiplied by square root of 49, because 98 divided by 2 is 49. So 3 over 2 multiplied by 7. Now 7 is just same as 7 over 1. And I can multiply this fraction. 3 over 2 multiplied by 7 over 1. If you remember multiplication of fractions, this is same as 3 multiplied by 7 over 2 multiplied by 1, which is just 21 over 2. And that will be your final answer.